San Diego, and with Channel 4 News, I'm Ron Burgundy. Tonight, we will be interviewing four of the most important figures from the Holy Roman Empire. First up, we have Frederick I.
Thanks, Sean. I'm really pumped to be here. I feel like I've been living underground for 825 years, so it's great to be back into public.
Quite humorous. So, we have a couple questions lined up for you. Are you ready?
Let's hear 'em.
Okay, so first question. You're clearly a very successful man. What do you think your biggest accomplishments are?
Well, John, I can't really name one. Obviously, I was crowned King of Germany at Frankfurt in March of 1152, and that was a very exciting time for me. However, I didn't stop there. I also went to be King of Italy in 1155, and then I became Roman Emperor later that year. After that, I was awarded King of Burgundy. I obviously had a very exciting life as well.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. So, out of all these accomplishments, what are you most proud of?
My biggest accomplishment? I'd probably say when I reached an agreement with the Italian cities. I let them remain independent as long as they paid me. This wasn't ideal because I wanted Italy, but I did make some money.
Oh, well, that's very impressive. Thank you for coming here tonight.
You're welcome.
Sorry, folks. Brick got locked in his car again. In the second interview of the night, we will be talking with a slightly more vicious Frederick II.
Hey, John. Thanks for having me. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time.
So, Frederick, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about your goals, your accomplishments, some of your mistakes, maybe.
Okay, well, I'll start with my accomplishments. I was King of Sicily, King of Germany, and I eventually became Emperor. I was pretty successful, to say the least. I could have been one of the most successful leaders if I were more willing to meddle with those princesses and those stupid popes.
Well, tell us a little more about your fatal flaw.
Well, I gave the German princesses, a ton of power. I let them control some land in Germany so I could really focus on making Italy awesome. But then I realized that I wanted to have central Italy, but the Papal States were up there. So I went to northern Italy, and surprise, surprise, they didn't want to give it to me. So we got into quite an argument. Meanwhile, those German princesses that I trusted were screwing everything up. In 1273, the princesses chose Rudolph of Habsburg as the new king, and he was, awful. And he didn't have any power at all. So, basically, these guys screwed me over.
Well, that's really rough. I'm sorry to hear that. So, let's hear it for Frederick II. Third interview of the night, we will be talking with Pope Honorius III. Pope.
Dio Padre, Figlio, e Spirito Santo, Amen.
As to you. So, Pope, how you doing tonight?
Fine, Ron.
Frederick came in earlier today, and I know you had some previous relations with him. Care to tell us about that?
Don't even say his name.
Why do you hate him so much?
He just pranced into Italy like he owned the place, and he thought he could just take my land from me, the land from the north. He has no respect. I worked so hard to keep the land, and I know the northern states did too. It's not fair for him and his powerful empire to just come in and try to take that from us. I don't care how strong his army is. It's not right for him to walk all over our land.
I see. Do you think Frederick had good intentions?
To be honest, no. I do not think he had good intentions. He didn't even know what to do with the land. He just wanted it for the sake of having lots of land.
I see. My final question will be on how you were able to maintain your side of the empire during this harsh period of time.
Well, for one thing, I wasn't busy killing my people, but rather tried to protect the land, the papacy.
Love me some sponge. Now let's welcome Roger II of Sicily.
Thank you for having me, John. It's a pleasure.
Tell me a bit about yourself.
Well, I was king of Sicily, as you know. I believed in religious tolerance and having a multi-ethnic region in which I ruled. I was crowned by Pope Innocent III. I actually forced him to do it.
Would you say you were close with the northern and central rulers, respectively?
Well, John, I wouldn't exactly say I was close. In fact, I wanted the whole peninsula. I wanted to grasp it between my hands, ruling every square inch.
All in all, we here at Channel 4 News have come to the conclusion that the Holy Roman Empire during the High Middle Ages was neither holy, nor Roman, nor an empire. This conclusion was reached through learning that this so-called empire was crumbling into shambles due to the political instability and the splitting of the Italian peninsula into 3 distinct sections. As well as this, the Papal States only controlled the central part of Italy, and the rest was controlled by powerful Germans and Normans. These past historians, who have deemed this area, in this period of time, the Holy Roman Empire, have misnamed it completely. As you have seen through these various interviews, the major rulers of this period were not able to cooperate with each other, and as a result, this empire was never able to truly prosper or reach its true potential. I'm Ron John Burgundy, signing off. Good night, San Diego. Or should I say, a whale's